Guys, stupid. I'm going to the truck. All right, everybody, it is November 1st, 2022, and you know I got to get in the woods, even though I had to work later than I anticipated today. It is right at 2:30. I was hoping to already be out and set up today. Drew's been out all day long. He had an action-packed morning this morning, but that's for another episode. But headed out. I'm going to hunt on that corner of that point where that mock scrape is that these deer come in. It's basically a transition into that field, and every deer on the property go by and hit that licking branch almost every night. So I'm going to set up on that about 15-20 yards away, just in a ground blind. I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt, guys. It's 72 degrees. It feels like it's 102 degrees out. Probably not that, but it's pretty warm. So not ideal conditions, but I do have a decent wind pushing back over, going to be back over my right shoulder, so should be good for this setup. Hopefully we'll actually have some buck movement tonight, but we don't know if we ain't out there. We got to get out there and try. So running later than I wanted to be. Gonna go out here. I'm gonna pop up this one-man pop-up blind. It says it's a two-man, not when you're videoing, but it's a one-man. Gonna pop up the blind, get up on this point, and hopefully have some luck tonight. Stay tuned. It's November 2nd, right about 3:30, and I just got set up down here. I hiked the Viper Climber down into this bottom. So I was talking to the guys. We've had a severe drought in Kentucky the past 2 months. Today it's just rained a little bit. I got this freshwater spring on this property. I got a little pool of water down here at about 60, 75 yards. The freshwater spring comes out of the mountain about 150 yards to my left. So I'm overlooking this creek bottom. I got a heavy trail right in front of me. I got a scrape right in front of me. And then that trail goes up and then works its way over to my food plot, which is about 300 yards away. I didn't bump anything in except for squirrel, as far as I know. But we got it all set up down here. I've actually never hunted this far down. The bedding is just to my right over that little ridge right there, and that whole hillside's bedding down into that oak flat. So in between me, where I'm at now, where there's water, bedding, oak flat, bedding. So I'm in the heart of it. There's a point up here that every year a buck stays on it because it's just thrashed every year. That's about 150 yards uphill from me. My wind right now is blowing straight back out towards this field, which is about 75 yards away. But I think as the night starts progressing, my thermals are going to pull right into this creek bottom and should be perfect. Looks like they're coming up at the less incline out of that creek bottom and then traveling this trail right in front of me and then working their way up to the food plot. So fingers crossed we can get on one of these bucks out of this holler. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm trying to be quiet. Thought I just saw movement. Either way, we're settling in here. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. November 3rd, and guys, it's 77 degrees here in Kentucky. Absolutely ridiculous. So when I say the action's heating up, it's not so much the action, it is the actual air temperature here in Kentucky. Unbelievable. So I did a card pull. I let it sit for 3 days, and in a 3-day observation, what I figured out is, one, the mature doe are still all bunched together. The yearlings are still, for the most part, with their moms. The young bucks are running in at least pairs, if not 3 and 4, all in the same group. The mature bucks are showing up between 10 o'clock p.m. and 4 a.m., almost on like a springtime feeding pattern. It is unbelievable. It's like we're still hunting in early September here in Kentucky. But I do know this. You cannot change Mother Nature. At the end of the day, the rut is going to happen no matter what the air temperature is, no matter what the weather conditions are. At the end of the day, the rut's going to pop. It takes one It takes one doe to come in estrus, and it's like a light switch is going to happen in these deer woods. So
It's just discouraging when you're putting in the time and the effort that we are, and you just don't have the buck intel, and then you're not seeing a bunch of sign like where I'm at. I haven't seen, a couple scrapes, light scrapes here I saw yesterday going in. By the way, I didn't even recap yesterday because I didn't see anything, nothing, a bunch of squirrel, but I saw no deer. I'd say it probably didn't help that the neighbor had 2 hunters walking up the property line, coming up out of that holler, right where I was anticipating the deer to come from. So really not sure why they have hundreds of acres to hunt over there, but they want to be right on the property line. But it is what it is, their property, as long as they don't come on me. But I'm headed out here. We're gonna get all set up tonight, going up to this point, and we're gonna wait it out. Hopefully tonight will be the night. As we were getting all set up on public, and we just came all the way down this hill. Matt's hunted over here. I hunted this way on this creek, and we did that. Was it last year?
Yes.
Because it was just ate up with sign over there, rubs, scrapes, everything. Didn't have no luck, but I hunted at the top of this hill, and it's literally the most buck sign I've ever seen. But yet we haven't seen anything all the way down this whole mountain behind me. And we got up here catching our breath, and Matt's like, there you go. So finally got buck sign, good fresh buck sign. It's yeah, no. Good size tree. We're going to the top. See you there. All right. We're top of this mountain. I got Matt on a scrape, every bit of 100 yards back on this ridge. And then I just followed the ridge all the way around until I found sign and came up on a big scrape. It's got some leaves in it, so it hasn't been freshened up like recently, but it's been pretty windy today. Nice tree right over here. I'll walk over here. A decent tree, and right next to the tree is a good rub. Again, it's not super fresh, but it's not way old either. It's not like it was done a month ago. It's still got some good color to it. I don't even know if you can hear me walking through these leaves. All right, there it is. Good bedding back here. We actually walked through that bedding area. We came up the long way, walked all the way through that. I hunted that last year, and then we came all the way back out in this oak flat and wrapped this ridge line. Like I said, I got Matt over there about 100 yards on that ridge point. I circled around until I found some good sign. I'm gonna sit up in this tree, and then we're gonna get out the way we came, but tomorrow morning we're gonna come and hike up this mountainside. I mean, it's probably 200 feet in elevation. We're gonna come straight up this drainage just right over here to my right. So, got a good setup, got a little bit of sign. Nothing that's making me just really excited, but there's bucks up here. We're also a couple weeks earlier than we hunted last year, so we'll see, fingers crossed. Stands up, camera's up. I got the Tinks mock scrape buck bomb finisher in the mock scrape dispenser over top of an actual scrape, cleaned it out. I put some pink 69 in there on the 3 trees that are rubbed on. I went to the base of the trees and I sprayed our trophy buck. And now I'm gonna work my way out, and I put some of these little tacks because I'm hunting back here, and by the time we get to the top of that hill, it's going to be pretty hard to find in the dark, but let's get out of here. It's Saturday, November 5th. Sun's just now coming up, and we're in here on public land. Matt and I actually scaled this dang on cliff to get up here. The wind was in our face the whole time. We're coming in on the backside. So my setup, I'm on the outer perimeter of this bedding that's behind me, so I gotta be real quiet. I've got a rub right below me, 2 more rubs behind me, and a scrape right over to my left that last night we juiced it all up. It narrows down right in front of me with this drop off on one side and the bedding on the other. Our wind's blowing out over that cliff. So Matt's 130 yards from me to my left on the other side of that bend. So we're hoping that we'll catch a buck cruising the backside of this bedding with the wind blowing out, just scent checking the bedding areas. I've already seen 4 bobcat kittens this morning. I thought one was gonna run up the damn tree with me. Crazy. But we're gonna settle in here. I gotta shut up. Too close to where these deer should be. We'll check back in here pretty quick.
We're almost down.
So Matt decided he didn't want to leave his stuff up here. And the truck's at the bottom of this mountain. And now seeing it in daylight, I can't even believe we came up this morning. It's absolutely unbelievable. I know the video's not going to do justice, but Matt's making me nervous with all that weight.
Whose red compact truck is that?
Like, let me just spin this around, guys, and show you what this looks like and what we came up this morning. And I know it don't look like much, but this is straight down.
Straight up this morning.
I hope you don't go straight down with all that weight.
I'll be okay. It's like a snowball effect. As I start buzzing the leaves up, it starts slowing me down.
Okay, here we go. Guys, wish us luck. I think we're gonna need it. Bad idea, Matt.
That's a
Bad
great
idea.
This is a great idea.
The crap. Hold on. It's raining. The crap that we do for deer hunting. Guys, I've got to try to get this so you have an understanding. That's where we came from. That's where we're going. And it is dang near straight up and down.
At least gravity works on paper.
So you want to put that back on or what?
No, I think we're good now.
Matt's making me nervous. I told him to take his pack off. So at least if he goes, he can dump the pack.
Yeah, but then I gotta come back and get the pack.
Holy smokes, guys, we just came down that.
Go back to a twist, I can't get it up. It rolled too much. Well, oh, there it is. Okay, where's my bow?
That's the steepest thing I've ever went down without rappelling gear. 100%.
Technically, we have repelling gear. It's not enough rope.
Guys, stupid. I'm going with the truck. Filthy.
Hold on, I gotta get this shit straightened out.
I mean, we literally just laid on our sides and grabbed leaves as we went to kind of try to slow us down. And then we would grab a branch. We just kept aiming for trees and these type of twigs and stuff.
Oh, wait, I gotta get my rope on.
But guys, we're at the bottom and almost to the truck. By the way, that's not the way we went up this morning.
If it is, it's really dark.
If it is, we deserve some sort of medal or something.
Well, we definitely got on the bobcat, just really light deer movement, seeing a couple doe working through that bedding area behind me. No bucks. So about 2 o'clock, Matt and I decided to go ahead and climb out and actually hiked out or scouted out that ridge line all the way back out towards the truck and found a couple of really good spots that we'll be getting back into next time we're on this track.
November 11th, so you know what day that is. The day before Modern Gun kicks off here in Kentucky, and I'm out here on public land trying to fill one of my quota archery tags. And we've had rain all night last night up through this morning, getting a break in the weather right now. It's going to rain again right before dark. So I'm hoping these deer are going to get up and start moving around. I'm hunting that old grown-up food plot that I've hunted a couple times on public, and I've had a lot of success seeing deer out here. Had a really fresh rub on my way in, and after I got my blind set up, I looked back over to my right in through the woods, and there, up on this point, there's another big fresh rub. So cutting them off this way, my wind's blowing out this way. I should be pretty good. I'm tucked underneath these cedar trees, underneath the shadows. So I'm hoping these deer do what they've done the past 2 times I've hunted this plot. But we're gonna sit back, enjoy the rest of the night, and then get ready to kick off gun season here tomorrow. Stay tuned.